She stepped into a ring where few women dared. She fought not only her opponents, but the entire expectation of a nation. The first Kenyan woman boxer at the Olympics, she is mentoring and coaching girls at Kayole. From the slums of Kariobangi to the continental and the global stages. Hello, Africa. Welcome to another episode of Paza Africa Women in Sports. I'm your host, Elizabeth Andiego, and today we are delighted to have the first Kenyan woman boxer, Elizabeth Andiego, who wrote the name of Kenya at the Olympics in 2012. Karibu sana, Elizabeth.
Asante sana.
We'll start with your journey. What drove you to start your career and your journey in boxing?
Well, I can say when I was growing up, I always wanted to try different sports. So I did taekwondo, I did football. So I say, why not try boxing this time? So just around the hood, there was a small community gym, and I was passing there every day, seeing people. I say, okay, one day I gathered the courage and say, let me step inside and inquire about this. So when I went to the gym, I found people sweating it out, training. So the coach asked me, "What do you want?" I say, "I want to train. I want to be a boxer." And he did take me seriously because women and girls were coming there 2 days, 3 days. They've gone. So he just told me, "If you want to train, you just come tomorrow." So he didn't told me you need to come with this or this. No, no. He just told me you come and train. So I stepped in the first day barefoot, not knowing what to wear, just coming to train. So after a few days, weeks, he's when he asked me, okay, if you have some worn out shoes or something, come with it, start training with them, try and wear proper clothes for training, something like that. And then as days goes by, I was just consistent, day in, day out, and he saw that I had the potential. So from there on, he was encouraging me and telling me, "Oh, I can see you have a potential. We are now training for a fight." So after only 3 months of training, I was in my first fight.
Very simple, Elizabeth. Why did you start boxing? Why not swim? Why not play football? Why not play rugby? Why boxing?
I started boxing just as a way of self-defense and keeping fit for fast because growing up in the slums it's not easy, so you have to protect yourself sometimes. So I said, why not start boxing and see if you can instill some courage in me, and I can say the best decision I ever done because when people see me I look scary, so they're scared, so I'm like, okay, it's working.
You have fought, you have lost in that ring. What is one reason that has made you never quit?
Boxing is my passion. Whether I lose, whether I win, I'm still there, and also I'm still there to encourage the young girl who's there dreaming of what can I do, how can I make it. I'm just there to encourage her. That's why I'm still here. I'm still boxing. I'm still coaching, just to make that foundation for the future of female boxers.
You're the first Kenyan woman boxer to be at the Olympics. What was going through your mind when you realized you were writing history as Elizabeth Andiego?
Being in the Olympics, it was my dream. It was my dream come true. So I was excited. I was happy. So at that time, I can say my experience at that time was not at that top level as my other
Opponents.
opponents, but I was there. I represented at my own capacity, and I said I'm proud of that. I did my best, and from there on, I have encouraged some more upcoming ladies. So far, we have two more who have gone to the Olympics. There's Elizabeth Andiego, there's Christine Ongari. They've also stepped into the Olympics. That was in 2020. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. And about the women that you're holding hands, I know the other thing that you do on the side as a boxer is you're coaching and mentoring girls. You started in Kariobangi and right now you're at Kayole. How is that for you? And what is that thing that you're trying to instill to those young women and girls who step into that ring?
For what I'm doing right now is trying to encourage more girls and women to join the sports of boxing, because it's like a more dominated, male dominated sport. So I'm just there to encourage them, to tell them they can also perform, they can also do it, they can also make it. They just go at the male counterparts. So it's about them to put in the work, yeah, to be strong and to be seen. Don't hide. If you love what you do, let it be seen. So I'm just there to guide them and encourage them more. Yeah.
You're making your professional debut on the 27th March, and you've had a very successful career. What does it mean for you as you're stepping into that ring on the 27th of March?
Just to talk about my pro debut, it's not like I can say boxing is still boxing. The way I was fighting in amateur is still the way I'm going to fight in my pro debut. But the thing is, people are asking, why didn't I have to go pro before?
Yes.
I'll say everything happens with time, with your planning, and it's your own decision. There's no like pressure to go pro now or later. For me, the time is now. So I'm ready to go on my pro fights. And also, I can say my other young girls who look up to me, I can say age is just a number. You can fight at 18, you can fight at 40, but if you are willing to put in the effort, you can do what you set your mind to do. Just keep working.
What challenges are you facing as a Kenyan woman boxer, and what are the challenges that your fellow women boxers are facing in Africa?
I can say with female uh, athletes, the challenges are quite the same. There's not much recognition, there's not much support. So you just have to push harder to be seen. Yeah. You can say like boxing is a well dominated, male dominated sport. So you have to push harder. Because if you don't push, there's no one to support you. Yeah. So it's across all borders, because when you go to like tournaments, when you talk to other athletes, it's the same, it's the same stories. We lack this. We don't have support. Yeah, so I can say for me, it's all about now your individual efforts. What are you doing about it? Because for me, I could have quit long time ago, but I'm still pushing up to now. That is to make this sport known. Because if I'm telling myself, if I leave now, who am I leaving it to? There is no one. So I'm just there to push those upcoming young girls to, if I'm not there, at least they're there, because I can't say I'll be there forever. So I'm just trying to hold hands my fellow women and girls who want to do the sports. I'm there to support them. But currently, I can say there's this young girl from Kayole. I mentored her, but I can say she's fighting a pro on the same card with me. She's fighting a title fight on the same card, and I was the one who was trained her.
Okay.
So she started pro way before me, because I was like, if you see amateur is not good for you, why not try pro? But at the moment, pro is doing well for her. She has like about over 10 fights with all wins. She's doing good. So I'm happy for her. I'm also always there to support her. So I'm happy we'll be there with her on the same card. This time round, there will be like 3 bouts for women. So I urge all women who are out there to come support us all and see what women can do in boxing.
For the fans watching you, Elizabeth Andiego, where can they come to watch you on the 27th of March?
You can come watch me on 27th of March at Mass House Racecourse here in Gong Road, from 7 p.m. till late night. And we'll be having like 3 bouts for women. So I would urge as many women to come and support us. Women for women empowerment. Women can also box. come and watch and come and see what women can do. All right.
Okay. It's impressive, Elizabeth, that you're opening a door for other young girls. What is your vision for yourself and also for young women who are getting into boxing?
For me, I can say boxing is my passion. So I'm there to hold hands. Whoever want to try boxing, reach out to me. I'll try and help you in one way or the other to help you reach just not where I've reached, but more. You can do more. Like you can be an Olympian. You can be a gold medalist in international fights. So I'm there to support you. Just reach out. I'll be there to support you. So my main goal is to mentor young girls and women to make sure that boxing is well known in Kenya, and women can do it. Women can also box and can bring medals, can bring the belts back home. Yeah.
All right. What are your worst moments in your boxing career?
My worst moments came in 2015. At that time, I was preparing for all African Games, and then had a road accident. I broke my left leg completely. It was completely broken. So at that moment, I felt that I wasn't gonna come back. But in my hospital bed, you know what I did? I confirmed my hands. Are my hands okay? I found my hands were not hurt, they were not broken, and it gave me hope. So I told myself, however long it takes, I'll be back. So from 2015 to 2018, I had gone through hell. So I can say people say you don't know depression until it hits you. I've been there. I know how it feels. I was lonely. Yeah, I had no one to hold my hand. I can say I had a few people who were like checking up on me, but apart from that, I can say the boxing family, it was out of sight, out of mind. No one cared if you're well or you're back. So it was now upon me to struggle and get back to my feet and see how I can go back, because they thought, okay, now Liz is out of the picture. She's no longer she's no longer gonna fight. But in me, the spirit was still there. I still wanted to fight. So I had like to struggle and pick myself up. By that time, my son was only 10 years. It's only me. I'm a single parent with my son only. So it was tough. But I thank God I made it through and I came back. Uh, I came back and I made it to the national team back to 2018.
Quite unfortunate that that happened,
Yeah.
Liz. Is there a specific ritual that you do that helps you stay mentally fit? As you've also just explained that it was very depressing for you to have gone through or been through a road accident and feel like you really cannot bounce back to the fighter you are. Is there a ritual that you're currently practicing that makes you stay mentally fit?
Just keep the vibe of uh, positivity, that things happen for a reason. If you fail today, it doesn't mean you'll never make it. So just stay positive all the time. And of course, remember to pray and leave everything to the Lord, but just do your part. Yeah.
How have you been able to balance your boxing career with motherhood?
It hasn't been easy, but I had like to juggle, because it's only my son and me. But sometimes I had to travel to other places and just leave him. Sometimes with the neighbors, sometimes with my brothers, and it was a struggle. But I thank God we made it.
What would you tell young African women athletes who are mothers and are also trying to get into sports and on the side managing work or their other careers?
I can say as a woman, it's not easy, but we thank God we can multitask. So you just have to program yourself and see, at this time I have to be with my kid, at this time I have to go to training, or I have to go to work. It's just to just have a schedule where you can juggle without uh, inconveniencing your children with your work or your sport. Just find a way that make it work. Yeah, it's
Okay.
all about planning.
Before we let you go, Elizabeth Andiego, for the fans who want to know you more, we have some quick fire questions for you. Nickname in the gym.
Silencer.
One word that describes you as a boxer.
Courageous.
Pre-fight song that gets you in the zone.
Unstoppable.
Favorite Kenyan food after a fight.
Rice and beans.
One female athlete who inspires you.
Katie Taylor.
If you weren't a boxer, who would you be?
Rugby player or a footballer.
Early morning training or late night
Early
training?
morning.
One thing people misunderstand about women in boxing.
We are violent.
Three words that describes the future of women boxers in Africa.
We are strong, we are capable, and we are.
She is an Olympian, a pioneer of Kenyan women boxers, and on the 27th of March, she steps into a new chapter as a professional woman boxer. Elizabeth Andiego's story beyond the ring. This has been Paza Africa Women in Sports, and I am your host, Sullivan Dege. If that conversation moved you, share it with your circle. If it challenged you, sit with that. Until next time, keep rising, keep shining, keep taking up spaces, and keep pazing.